Greetings, everyone. I want you to pay attention to this man's interview. I want you to observe the place where he mentioned the people that are negotiating with the Nigeria government for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I want you to focus on the name of the people he mentioned. At that point, you will understand a lot of things that you need to understand that is going on. I don't want to take much of your time. Let us go there and watch
2023 to be in 2027 to move forward.
Okay. Well, let's turn to Nnamdi Kanu at the moment. Mr. Kanu's team filed a no-case submission. Nnamdi Kanu, of course, is one of your constituents.
Is my yeah.
Filed a no-case submission, after the government closed its case, arguing that the prosecution's evidence failed to establish any case against him. It's now been adjourned till October. What do you think is going to happen is there anything that, beyond the die being cast on October the 10th, as to whether to reject it and direct him to open his defense? Is there anything else going on?
Well, just like you said, we are eagerly looking forward to October 10th, where the judge said he will make a determination as to whether he will accept the no-case submission or whether he will instruct the defense to open up their defense. We're looking forward to that. But in the meantime, between now and that 10th, there are a lot of discussions going around.
Right.
Between the government side, the family of Nnamdi Kanu, and the defense about possibly seeking a political solution.
Yeah, because I was going to ask you, whatever happened to all that momentum,
no, the momentum
that seemed to be gathering around a political settlement?
No, the momentum is still there.
Right.
But I think what the government especially wanted was to demonstrate that, when they charged Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that they were serious about it and they were willing to take him to trial. So the trial, the prosecution has rested their case. The defense entered a no-case submission. So it will be to the judge now to look at all manner of evidence that have been entered into the trial, close to about 700 pages of evidence and videos and others, to make a determination one way or the other, to say whether, well, there's no case to answer, you are being acquitted, or there's a case to answer. But in between that too, nobody has foreclosed the issue of seeking a political solution, and that's what is also happening as of today. That is going on between the government side, the Nnamdi Kanu family, and as well as the defense. So I believe that we're at a crossroad whereby the government ought to think about it holistically, whether a conviction is the right way to go, and otherwise minded. But we have to come together, just like we said, those who have been charged similar to the same crimes, alleged crimes that Nnamdi Kanu was also charged, at the determination of the court, have been, released by the court. So what happens to Nnamdi Kanu? It appears in Nigeria, the way it is being going, that there appear to be two sets of rules. Whereby there's one for every other Nigerian and there's one for the Igbos. And I wouldn't want, especially in the administration of criminal justice, to reinforce that wrongly held perception that the Igbos are not finding it, the Igbos are finding it difficult in the administration of criminal justice. This is an opportunity where the government has to be circumspect in the way they move to ensure that peace and stability in the Southeast, to ensure that Southeasterners are made to be a full community in the project Nigeria. You look at it just yesterday, President appointed about...
Very briefly, we've got about 30 seconds.
You look at it yesterday, President appointed about 10 persons to the various boards and agencies. The one that included what's his name, Babangida. In all of the list, there's no mention of one Igbo person in those appointments. So we continue to be treated as if we are just basic persons in the project Nigeria, when we are a major tribe, a constitutional tribe in Nigeria, and should be accorded the decency and the respect and the opportunity to participate fully in the Project Nigeria. So Nnamdi Kanu starts from that perspective. We start from that perspective that there is no other singular issue that is more important to the Igbo man than the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Even where others are silent about it, I will not be silent about it.
On that note, I want to thank you very much indeed.
Thank you very much.
Honorable Obi Eguocha is the member representing Ukwano Umahia North and South in the House of Representatives under the Labour Party.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The question I want to ask you now, or I want to draw your attention on some certain issue. According to this Agwacha, who is representing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's constituency, he said that the federal government is negotiating with the Kanu family for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, not IPOB leadership. You didn't hear IPOB leadership in his mouth. Now, the question I want to ask those of you is this. Why did IPOB leadership not the one negotiating for the release of their leader? Rather, it is Kanu's family. Now, if the leadership of IPOB, the DOS, are actually doing well, they will be in good term with their leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And that is they are supposed to be in the best position to negotiate with any person, whether Nigeria or outside, for the release of their leader. But when we tell you that these people are no longer with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi have turned his back, all you can do is to abuse without asking relevant questions. More things will be coming out and your eyes will be open. A failure is a failure, regardless of whatever. Nevertheless, thanks to the Mr. Agwacha and the others who are working tirelessly to make sure that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be released sooner than next. I really appreciate you all. And for those of you who will like to be defending evil instead of you to stand on the truth, you want to tell me that a whole almighty DOS leadership is not negotiating for their leader, rather Kanu family. If that does not pass a very clear message to you, know that you are dumb. You are the worst dumb baby that I have ever come across. That is a very big message and a sign of things going wrong, of that disobey of that instructions of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I don't want to say much. I remember my humble self, MAP is Yokubondo 1. Stay tuned for more videos. Don't forget, we don't lie in this platform. The release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is what will benefit every one of us. We can't wait to see our leader rejoin us to move the movement forward. It has been long. It is stagnant. We need to move it forward and get new men who are willing to move it alongside our leader. Thank you and remember blessed.